Hello and welcome to Hops and Bros. This week, Chris, one sec. Where are you going?
I'm going down to Florida.
Can you film this real quick before you leave?
Yeah, but what is this shit all about?
It's the Craft Beer 101 you're going to miss because you're going to be gone on vacation.
Alright, about that fancy beer you were talking to me about it.
It's Craft Beer 101, y'all.
For an open window on the craft beer world, Max and Chris from Hops and Brew. Hops and Brew. Welcome to Hops and Bros. Yeah.
Alright, so while you were gone, I discovered that I'm a big fan of y'all.
Are you talking to them or me?
I'm talking to them. I'm a really big fan of y'all.
What? So I'll be watching this video in Florida and you'll be like, Chris, while you were gone, I got really in touch with y'all.
No, it literally while the intro was there.
Oh.
Yeah, you know how I said y'all right before the intro?
Yeah.
And now we're in the video, and I'm telling you that y'all, I think, is a pretty cool.
It's
cool
a cool
way to
thing.
end
Yeah,
it.
it really feels like hip pity bop, and
No.
it makes you feel like
Y'all
more
gonna
street.
like this video.
You like it. You look like a street guy.
Thank you.
With
It's
the
a little
y'all
like
thing.
Southern though. I find it's like Texas style. Like,
Yeah.
y'all want some lemonade? You know, like that kind of. Anyway, so this week,
Did they drink lemonade in Texas?
well, they probably do. I mean, it's
All right.
warm over there, so I would assume
Okay,
so.
cool. Okay, yeah. I understand that a little bit. Yeah, that's good.
Do you want to let us know what we're talking about this week?
Yeah, so guys, this let's end the suspense. After so many comments, so many requests.
Thanks, Jaron.
From your fans. Thanks, Jaron.
Yeah, you're pretty much the only one who said it, I think.
Yeah. Black IPA. There
Yes.
it is. And this is why, because we talked about it on our last video about double IPAs. Max talked about black IPAs, and we were like, why not a Craft Beer 101 on that? And good friend Jaron Oliver out there proposed black IPA to us.
Which
So,
I'm assuming that part of why you propose this, Jerry, and yes, I'm talking directly to you right now. Everyone else can just bear with me for a second.
2 seconds, yeah.
Is because Stray Dog has a black IPA and you wanted us to talk about Stray Dogs. That's what I'm assuming. It's my theory. So let us know in the comments below if I was right or if I was wrong.
And
don't lie. Honor system.
yeah. And I've got to say, it's one kick-ass black IPA.
Kick-ass. Well, that's...
I know.
That's that was arranged with the movie guys. That's pretty nice. I like it. So, black IPAs. Where are they from?
Yeah, where does
Where
it
it's
start
at,
off? What's
y'all?
the history? What's y'all?
I'm probably gonna use y'all
Y'all.
way too much now.
Can we bring back Sorry Dad too? That's something.
Yes.
we
Yeah.
asked
It's
as a
true. We did
request.
talk about that. Bringing back the Sorry Dad when we swear. So we will bring that back, or at least we'll try. So black IPAs.
IPAs.
Are not a musical band. That's the Black Eyed Peas, which I'm actually a fan of their music. They have some good stuff. They did some good stuff. They did some horrible stuff, but they had some good calls. You know how we said we shouldn't film for more than 15 minutes, and now we're ranting more than we're actually talking about
That's
this
all right.
stuff?
We're good. I feel confident that everything will be fine. Yeah.
All right,
No
so
worries.
Black IPAs, a fairly new style.
Yep.
So I guess officially the first time that the term Black IPA was used was in 2009 or like early 2000s.
Yeah, so it was like maybe the last time will.i.am did a song with them, right?
Pretty much. I see you're a fan. Have you ever seen interviews with him? He had an interview on this show. I forget the name, but he sees a guy do magic. Oh,
this guy
what's
is
his
crazy.
name? The guy from Parks and Rec, from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh,
Peter Quill, but that's the guy
Yeah,
from Guardians
let's
of the
say Peter
Galaxy.
Quill, that's fine,
no,
yeah.
but his real name is
the guy that hunts dinosaurs, right?
yeah, exactly. The guy who hunts dinosaurs. I forget his name in that one too. We're ranting, sorry. So anyways, he does a
Black
magic
IPAs.
trick, and will.i.am is really impressed. It's hilarious. It's pretty
Okay.
cool. If you can find it online, check it out.
But impress me with black IPAs. That's what I want to know.
I'll
Come
try.
on, back.
I'll try. So
Back to it,
the
yes.
first time that a black IPA was made, or at least before it was actually coined black IPAs, it did
Okay.
exist. I mean,
Yeah.
there was probably a couple batches back in old London town where they had some hoppier versions of
Their darker
a
beers.
darker beer, and it made a black IPA. But let's not talk about those ones. It might have happened. We don't have a record. Now, the first time it was actually made on purpose, an IPA that was a little darker, was in Vermont.
Oh, Vermont. You
Yes.
tricky Vermont.
Yeah. Which, I mean, kind of ironic considering they also coined the New England IPAs.
And and also
and East
now
Coast
the black
IPAs.
IPAs, they want to call it something else, from what I've heard.
They want to call it something else?
The black IPA.
Who wants to call it something else?
The Westerners, they want to
Okay,
address,
fair
like,
enough.
to get the Cascadian Alps, is that Alps or mountains,
Yeah.
to have the black IPA name.
Well, see, I mean, I get it if you assume...
There's a fight between them.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
now.
If you assume it's from the Cascadian the Alps, then yeah, sure, you can call it that. But for me as a Canadian, the first time I saw Cascadian IPA or whatever, I was just like, what the hell is that? Sorry, Dad. The hell is that?
No, like, you need a good fuck.
Okay, so what the fuck is that? Sorry, Dad.
Sorry, Dad.
Anyway, so the beer kept on going. It got created, a couple different versions until someone coined Rogue and Dogfish were some of the few first ones who actually bottled it as well. They didn't call it black IPAs back then. Stone was also one of them. But again, they never really coined it black IPAs. It was just a hoppier, darker beer. Now, there's a big debate, and that's what's important to know about the black IPA. I mean, it's young, there's no rich history, but a lot of controversy with the name black IPA.
Yeah, well, that's terrible.
Yeah, exactly. So there's basically
Terrible.
three houses, three trains of thought on what it should be called. Three schools. My personal favorite, I think, is black IPA. I think it sums up what it is. It's an IPA that's a little darker. Now, one thing to keep in mind as well is that it's closer to the IPA than the stouts. At first, I thought it was the opposite.
No, not at all.
Yeah, exactly. I assumed there was a stout that was hoppier, but not at all. Anyways, you'll talk about that in your part.
It's all in there.
It's all in there. So, yeah, exactly. So, black IPA, one of them. Now, a lot of controversy because, I mean, it's got black and it's got pale ale. IPA in the pale ale. So, what is it? Is it pale? Is it dark? Well, what is it? Again, I think it's the best one just marketing-wise. It's pretty, like, black IPA.
It sounds cool.
It sounds cool.
It's kick-ass.
Yeah. Now, number 2, I'd say in my listings, and I'm going in orders of what I like most, is the India Black Ale.
Yeah.
Which would make sense. You take the pale out, you keep the India Black Ale, and there you have it, a darker version of the IPA.
You have your own little acronym, so IBA.
Yeah.
But we already had an India Brown Ale.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is an India Brown Ale. So there's some controversy there. Also, you have to assume then that the Indian, in this case, means hoppy.
Yeah.
Which, okay, fair enough, in the beer world it does, but I don't know. I buy it in some ways. Now, the last one is American style, like American style black ale.
Yeah, American Black Ale. It's the wording out of it. Yeah.
But then again, you assume that American means that it's very hoppy.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But to me, it's not clear necessarily. It could be, I don't know.
And this is where the style kind of like went off. It's because of like Americans brewing a darker IPA.
You mean Americans brewing IPAs? That never happens.
Who does that? But Max, do you know how to brew a proper black IPA?
I've got no clue, Chris. Please enlighten me on the subject.
I'll just darken you guys on that side first. Because there are some brewers... darken, like put you in the dark. Throw some shadow. Throw some shade. Is that... No, not the good wording? Sorry. Some brewers out there just took one of their IPA recipe that wasn't working well and threw some burnt malt to it, which added not the right flavors and didn't create quite the balance between your darker malts and your hoppy flavors out of it. So from what I've read and a lot of like good homebrewers recipes, and it all comes from that part, not from brewers, from homebrewers. And to create a proper black IPA, it's always balance. I'm always back on that, but a key balance between roastiness, toastiness, chocolate, coffee, citrusy, piney, and bitterness.
So there's a lot going on in there.
There's a lot going on in
flavors.
There. So you need to build a malt build that's carrying on all those flavors. So caramels, a little bit of toastiness, a little bit of roastiness, a little bit of chocolate, and then using your American hops to create those citrusy flavors into the beer. So bitterness needs to be balanced out because you get malts that adds a little bit of bitterness. But one thing that they really suggest is using de-husked and debittered malts, so you avoid astringency in your beer. So those are all like more complicated terms, but brewing a black IPA is a lot more complex than you might know, because there's a lot of, not story behind it, but a lot of complex aromas that needs to be balanced out.
I mean, just in the list of ingredients or flavors that you have to pull out from,
yeah,
it's a lot of flavors in one beer. Usually you'll have a handful of those, or like just a couple, just to be able to discern those from the beer. Now, in this case, you've got to be able to pinpoint everything. And the one we're having right now, I do get a little bit more of dark chocolate, a little bit of caramel, not a lot of roastiness, but I do get a lot of peaches from the like fruity aromas of the hops in there. I'll close the door again. I think it's still an issue. I mean, it is what it is. We have to heat ourselves. So I know.
You know,
I don't know.
Part of having a set in your own basement, that's the way it works. So yes, black IPAs. I think it's a misunderstood style. It goes into the brown ale category. It's a style that needs some love. That needs to be taken care of by
because it's seasonal, but which season? Like it's
for me, it's a winter beer.
It should be a winter beer, but I'm sure that some people would prefer in summer, or some would go in the winter. No, I'm a stout guy because it's not a stout.
It's not a stout.
And that's the thing.
One good thing.
It's not a porter.
I forgot to talk about that.
Yeah, go ahead. It's in your own.
So it's a mix between a foreign extra stout and an IPA. When you think about the recipe,
definitely,
that's what you need to get. So a nice, sweet, a little bit dry, darker beer with the hoppiness out of it. Really cool.
Do you have anything else to add?
Not really. I'm still like it's more on the porter style than stout side.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
That's because you need that kind of dryness to mess around a little bit with the hop aromas around it. So black IPAs, misunderstood style. Give it a chance.
Perfect. Thanks for watching. And let us know in the comments below which name you prefer for this beer. Is it the Black IPA? Is it the India Black Ale? Or is it the American Style Black Ale?
And stay tuned. Subscribe to the YouTube channel because it helps us support the whole craft beer industry. And at the same time, that means that if I'm in Florida right now, I'll bring more American beers to sample out on the show. So it means that a lot more cool stuff will be coming out. So stay tuned, guys. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit. And sorry, Dad. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Yes, sir.
Max, where's your glass? I need cheers. And let's see if the other camera filmed the whole thing. Other camera, how are you doing?